So I'm back reacting to more Geopold and more US versus Europe. This time it's Christmas, although there's probably like 300 days until next Christmas. But it's fine.
It's too early for Christmas.
So like always, go show some love to Geopold by liking and subscribing. I put the original video link to the description. Without further ado, let's get straight to the reaction. I can't speak anymore, bro.
Christmas. The most jolly time of the year, hated by some, loved by others. But is it really the wholesome, cozy tradition that some of us dreamt of as kids? Or is it a dystopian marketing scheme devised by our greedy overlords with an undertone of demonic energy? Who knows?
It's definitely both. At least here in Finland, there's still some level of happy-go-lucky Christmas, spend time with family energy. I love Christmas still, but there's definitely the whole, oh, you need to buy this and this and that, and then buy all the gifts, and stores definitely love Christmas.
A lot of people make assumptions about Christmas based off the very flashy, commercial, popular American Christmas culture.
I am so sick of that song. I don't usually like to throw the word hate, but like, I hate that song. Sorry, Mariah Carey. It's not really even a bad song. It's just, I've heard it too many times. It's topped the charts every Christmas too many times. How does it still top the charts? I do not understand. It is insane phenom in like music world. It doesn't make sense. Please explain it to me. Why does everybody want to listen to this song every year so much? It's not that. It's a decent song, but it's not that good. Like, please. Get some new material. I'm tired. Thanks for listening to my TED talk. It's actually more like a rant. Thanks for listening to my rant. Back to the reaction.
A lot of the hilarious, unique, old traditions any other countries celebrate
Mariah Carey, but like,
with. So today,
please,
I'm walking you guys through some of the most insane, hilarious, out-of-pocket Christmas traditions from all around the globe, and hopefully we'll have a clearer, more rounded opinion on Xmas by the time this video is up. First up, we've got Austria and Bavaria.
Sounds good.
Right. Nestled in the beautiful alpine snowy hills, full of Christmassy wooden cabins, you can find one of the most bone-chilling, most petrifying Christmas traditions in the world. Krampus, a terrifying horned demon who runs around beating children who've been naughty. But this is just all some silly old folklore, right? No, dudes literally patrol around Austrian cities and towns at night, ringing cowbells and smacking the shit out of anyone they think looks even the tiniest bit naughty. And there's absolutely no monetary incentive to be Krampus. Apparently Austrian dudes just be out here getting shit-faced and anonymously terrorizing their village.
That's awesome. What you talking about?
Has actually got so violent and out of hand a few years ago that you now actually need a Krampus license if you want to attack unarmed Austrian civilians wearing a fucking terrifying outfit.
That is one of the best Christmas traditions I've ever heard. Okay, fair enough. It doesn't seem like it has anything to do with Christmas. It doesn't feel like Christmas in any way. At least not the Christmas that I'm used to. But that is so dope. Like, I love it. Nyfbie approved.
Wales has these dead goat men called Lwyd, and instead of patrolling around drunk beating up children, they just shout insults at any passerbys instead. And apparently, if you invite this geezer into your house, you get blessed with good luck, and more importantly, you spare getting roasted.
Maybe if you got rid of the told you ass haircut you got, you get some pictures on your decal better yet. Maybe Tanisha call your dog. I said she had a stop with a brain surgeon or lawyer she fucking with chip shatter.
And next up, Hans Trapp. No, he's not a German drill rapper. That's right, it's another very scary traditional Christmas geezer, this time in these villages in France. And I'm gonna read you this guy's official description, okay? According to Alsatian law, Hans Trapp was a local man well known for his greed and unscrumptuous. He used witchcraft and deals with the devil to become rich. But after being excommunicated from the Catholic Church, he lost his wealth and social standing. He took to roaming the countryside disguised as a scarecrow. At some point, Hans Trapp became consumed with the idea of tasting human flesh. He lured a shepherd boy to his death, then cooked him over a fire. Before Hans Trapp...
What is this lore?
Despite, however, God, finally feeling that things had gone too far, struck him with lightning. Hans Trapp died, but he returns sometimes on Christmas to go from door to door looking for children to abduct and turn into a Christmas stew.
What the hell is... Please explain. What? That's a savage. That's just insane. What is this lore? Like, who came up with that? And God, why did you have to wait? Like, that kid definitely would probably have been happy if you would have like struck the dude with lightning like a little bit earlier. You know, like let's say like before he got roasted. Bit before that would have been kind of nice. Before he got abducted would have been probably kind of nice. Like,
you're telling me someone really wants to publicly dress up as a child murderer cannibal and knock on the local community's doors? I feel like it's the same type of guys that do war recreations and choose to be on the bad side. Like, I know you're just pretending, bro, but I feel like you've had to make some mental preparations to act this convincingly, you know? Yeah, they do some weird shit in the mountains, man. This is why lowlanders are based. Oh, wait a second. So when I first heard about this Dutch Christmas tradition called Black Pete.
Yeah, I've heard about this.
Benefit of the doubt, you know? The idea is this dude Pete is like Santa, right? He climbs down the chimney, drops off the presents, fucks off. In this, as you can imagine, quite strenuous process, Big Pete gets a bit of soot on his face from all the chimney business. So that's why he's called Black Pete. He's just got a little bit of coal residue on his rosy, jolly cheeks. Nothing wrong with that. And then I saw a picture. But, I mean, that's a lot of soot, you know? And completely coincidentally, this guy Pete also developed some comically large lips in that chimney. And some suspiciously dark curly hair for a Dutchman. It's not all quite adding up. But I heard they're actually fixing up this controversy once and for all. They're finally making a positive change, shaping Dutch Christmas to be a lot less controversial of a holiday, getting rid of all the problems people have with it. That's right, now we've got Yellow Pete, Brown Pete, and LGBT Pete, bro. Oh, you couldn't just dab a little tiny bit of soot on each cheek and call it a day. I'm gonna run through some quick honorable mentions. In Sweden, we got this little terrifying dude we put under the Christmas tree. Or it might just be...
Oh, I've heard about this as well. I just realized that because I had the problem with my display capture, that now it's a little bit different than normal, because, you know, let me just show you. Normally I have like this blur thing in the background, but whatever. I'm gonna fix it for the next reaction. It is what it is. I'm not gonna fix it in the middle of the reaction now. Yeah, I've heard about this Swedish tradition as well, but let's Geopold explain.
In my family, I'm not
if
too
you
sure.
can.
For some reason, we also watched the same 1970s dubbed Disney cartoon compilation every Christmas. Don't ask. And in Gävle, they got a big hay goat that gets burnt down every year. In Japan, they eat KFC for Christmas dinner.
But I think that's kind of cool. I hate to talk good things about Sweden too much. but I gotta admit that that's honestly pretty cool. A lot less weird than some of these others have been, for sure. This is the most random of them all. Japan and their tradition of eating KFC on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. Why KFC? Like, why not like McDonald's or Burger King or Taco Bell? You know, chicken Nando's or something. No, like, this is so weird. It's so stupid. I'm sorry, Japan. I love Japan, but like, this is just, it's so stupid. It's honestly stupid.
So many better fast food options, man.
Exactly.
Why the hell would you pick KFC? In Australia, they still get Christmas trees and do all the winter traditional stuff, even though it's the boiling hot middle of summer over there. Which is a bit like Brazil, where this poor geezer Santa has to get in his full North Pole durable outfit and deliver presents by boat in 30-degree heat during the highest humidity of the whole year. I also asked my Georgian friend Gatsu about their weird Christmas traditions, and he just sent this
Santa
to
Claus.
me. So
in Brazil.
Take from that what you will, I guess. It also turns out Georgians have their own unique type of Christmas tree, and they just want to be counted as Europe so bad that they're even making their Christmas trees Aryan. God damn, them boys are really committed to proving they invented the white race. They've even got their own completely white version of Santa. Now, I didn't have any idea what they did in this part of the world for Christmas, but I just had the feeling it would be funny. So I thought I'd turn to the expert himself, living ironically in Europe, who very generously wrote me up some key points regarding their weird traditions in Serbia and Romania. White people always tend to do weird shit, like put mayo on their chicken instead of seasoning, create kids bop songs, so it's no surprise that they also do some weird shit for Christmas as well. Let me ask you, how would you celebrate the birth of your God's child and your savior of eternal damnation? Maybe go to church, light up a candle, say a prayer,
so not this.
something like that. Well, in Romania, they actually embrace their final form and turn into drunk dancing bears. This custom is popular in northeastern Romania near cities like Iași and Suceava. Centuries ago, it was common practice for the locals of the villages and towns to go and kill bears, then crawl into their skin and dance throughout the neighborhood to ward off evil spirits. This is before Christianity, so at the time it was believed that different animals possessed different powers and could protect people from danger, sort of like the primitive version of Power Rangers. The bear's superpower was good luck and warding off evil spirits, and they still do this. So if you ever find yourself in northeastern Romania during Christmas time, don't go full Joe Rogan panic mode if you see a bunch of bears dancing towards you.
Okay, good to know. Rest in peace the bears that they used to kill, but that is actually kind of dope, to be honest. Maybe it's because I love bears, I don't know, but bears are cool, so that is dope.
An oak tree the day before Christmas, and then on Christmas Eve at midnight, burning it as the largest bonfire you've ever witnessed in front of the church. This tradition is really deep, and the Serbian Wikipedia page is longer than your average leftist meme. So to keep it short, within the Serbian Orthodox Church, it's believed that the preparation of the oak branch brings good luck and happiness to the household. The guy who lights this gigantic bonfire then slaps it with a branch to cause sparks to fly. The larger the sparks from the flame, the greater the luck. Alongside this, a meal is prepared as an offering for the dead, which consists of cooked wheat, honey, and wine. Bro, if I was a dead person, I'd be pissed. At least chuck me a couple pigs in blankets, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Anyway, last but not
exactly.
least,
Give me some meat.
where our citizens have a tradition of accidentally burning their houses down due to them trying to drape, stack, and show off as many piercingly bright festive lights and neon Christmas decorations on the
So this is where United States got it from. Of course. Thank you, UK, once again. Like, I'm sorry, but this looks horrible. Why? Where do you even keep all of this? Like, you have a garage, like, just full of Christmas lights for absolutely no reason. How much money has all of this cost? And for what reason, other than to just try to show off against your neighbors? UK and US, for, again, get your shit together. Why you have to be like this? You are not okay. Somebody had to tell you the truth. Somebody had to be honest. Stop it. Get some help. Like Michael Jordan would say.
I'm Michael Jordan.
Money as possible while still achieving this effect, leading to terribly built cheap light bulbs generating so much excess heat that the festive season becomes quite a busy time for firefighters. This British Christmas light phenomenon is kind of comparable with the English flag hanging competition. Here are some of the finest examples of that. Essentially, you've just got to outdo your neighbors, otherwise you'll be the inferior beta of the cul-de-sac. But let's just say you're an innocent civilian who doesn't participate in this bright flashing neon civil war, but you live next to a geezer who takes his Christmas lights seriously. Best believe you ain't sleeping a wink. In Britain, Christmas jumpers are very popular as well.
Yeah, I mean, these are something that people like to buy here as well, but I wouldn't say like they're super popular. I have one which is like a Star Wars themed. I think they're fun, but like I wouldn't buy more than one. You know, why would you need more than one? You're only using for like a couple days and that's it. I think they can be kind of funny.
Because realistically, if you wore one of these Christmas jumpers any time of the year except November 15th to December 31st, you'd genuinely be seen as a psychopath. The weirdest thing is when people give Christmas jumpers as a Christmas gift and you've got 10 hours to wear it before the time's up. Another phenomenon that happens at Christmas is everyone down the pub switches from their beer of choice to a stout as soon as those sparkly lights come out and Mariah Carey starts regularly playing on the radio. Everyone for some reason switches to Guinness, even if they hate Guinness. And talking about non-British things...
If Guinness have somehow marketed themselves as like the Christmas drink, then that's genius. Please, somebody from UK, please explain. How has Guinness managed to be like the Christmas drink? How is it a Christmas drink? Please, somebody let me know. Why Guinness? That doesn't make any sense. Why is it lagging so much? What is going on? Thank you. Okay, let's continue.
People indulge in during Christmas. We have the pinnacle of every town centre during December, the heart of Britain's Christmas cheer, the German markets. That's right, from mid-November to late December.
The top 9 German markets in the UK you need to visit: Chester, Newcastle, Leeds, Lincoln, Bath, Manchester, London, Birmingham, and Edinburgh. You don't even like Germans. Like, let's be honest. So if we have a list of people, a list of countries that British people don't like, it's like France, US, themselves, Germany. At least from my experience. UK is so weird, man. Like, I will never understand. I've lived there and I will never understand. I want to like honestly like experience different Christmas traditions. So I need to like go and spend Christmas in different countries.
But Anglos
Yeah, let's
go
continue.
back to their Germanic roots. Yeah, we have entirely German-themed Christmas markets that are really popular all over the UK. Here you can buy some insanely overpriced gack that you will never utilize once in your life. You can
Sounds
also
like
spend
Christmas.
13 quid on a fucking pint and £8.50 on a fucking brat.
Okay, that is kind of insane. 50 euros is actually kind of insane.
Worst,
Okay,
and
fair enough.
consume this godly pairing whilst listening to some random German guy sing English Christmas songs. No lie, I was in Birmingham Christmas
Why?
market last week, and those were the exact prices. And yes, they literally just got some random dude from Stuttgart to sing Christmas songs on a stage in the center of the market, and he wasn't famous or anything. No, he couldn't even really sing that well. The only attraction is that he was German. Yeah, that's right, Brexit has made the sight of economically prospering Europeans so rare that when a random German enters our country, he's literally a tourist attraction. It's pretty insane though how much money these markets generate. I mean, sometimes you can even catch tourists from around the world that have traveled to some random ass dilapidated British town to see the German market. Bruv, go to Germany! That's like flying all the way to Houston to visit an Irish pub. Why the fuck would you do that? They literally don't know how to pour beer into a glass, and they'll probably do some blasphemous thing like put ice in your beer. Yeah, anyway, I just feel sorry for these poor tourists.
100%.
Spend their money traveling to see a traditional German market just to end up
But
in
the
Brum
poor
watching a
Christmas
bunch
market,
of
and it makes me so
like
sad.
country geezers belting out some brummy parody
Oh
of
my
Last
God.
Christmas whilst nicking sweets out the stalls when the poor worker who's missing Christmas with
Those
his
dudes
family for
look
this
so
is turned
British.
the other way.
It's
And
insane.
I thought, what better way to finish this video off than with a tier list? At the top, we got the most psychotic traditions. At the bottom, we got the most normal vanilla traditions. I added America as a reference point, and boom, there you have it. As per usual, feel free to argue about this in the comments. By the way, this video was made pretty quickly, just for the occasion, but you can expect full quality videos very soon. Merry Christmas.
I will definitely put Japan above because it's nothing like the traditional Christmas. Their New Year's celebrations are a lot more like what our Christmas is, you know, spending time with your family. And then their Christmas is like getting shit-faced with your friends, which is like, it's the complete opposite in Finland. So for me, like, I will put Japan in like B tier, maybe even A tier, because the KFC is just, it's just so weird. Yeah, the top ones, I agree. I don't know if US is E tier. Is it really? I would honestly put UK to C and USA maybe to, I don't know, maybe to D. Anyways, that is the video. Final lesson learned.
Feel free to argue about
Stop
this in
it!
the comments.
No,
By the way,
don't.
This video was made pretty.
Thank you.
It's too early
Jesus
for
Christ.
Christmas. What the fuck are you